Hey YouTube, this is Patrick. I'm uploading a video of my fish tank. If you will, fish room, I don't know. These are my bamboo collection. I have 4 of them. This little one you see here was literally grown in here from it's a sucker, if you will. It grew from another one, which I don't think is normal, but it happened, so I just let it do its thing. So far, so good. They've been filtering my water perfectly, and I can't complain, so I let it do its thing. This is, if you will, my refrigerator drawer overhead sump that I built from, as you will know, refrigerator drawer. Bits and tids and bits of everything I had lying around is what I used to complete this. The inside of here, as you see them, are functioning as baffles. These are from drawers, like lids from drawers. I cut them to measurement to match the inside. It works, so I keep it, I leave it. If it doesn't break, if it's not broken, why fix it, right? Moving right along. This is my turtle. I call it Donatello. Yes, I am a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan since childhood. This is my goldfish tank slash girlfriend's tank. I didn't want them in the beginning. She convinced me to keep them. I still might get rid of them when she's not looking, but like they say, happy wife, happy life, right? Guess I'm gonna keep them after all. I don't want no smoke from that woman. She's very fresh. And this is the other tank. This is the left overflow I made out of a filter, a hang-on back filter. I converted into an overflow. There's a PVC pipe in that feeds the water to the bottom of the sump. Yes, there's another sump on the bottom. This is the pipe that I made out of a PVC to suck the water from the tank to the filter, from the filter to the sump. I'm gonna show you that later. This is a door I made once again from a drawer's lid. I cut it. I find it very useful, so I use them. I use a zip tie as a handle, and I use zip ties as hinges, as you can see. I use them as hinges. These right here are garden fencing, if you will, garden post PVC too. There goes the other door. Same method as here. Same method here. Same thing. Zip ties as a handle. Once again, zip ties as, hinges to hold the, doors in place. I built this specifically so that the fish water does not splash all over the place, because if you look down here, I wasn't too happy with having seen little water spouts on the floor. I'm not a fan of it, so I had to get rid of it. Okay. This is the sump. The sump as I made out of a coffee container. This is from a pot. This is from a coffee container, which I have the water feeding back to the tank. That's where I put my power head in. I made it this way just in case if I want to put a fish use a fish as nursery or quarantine. I put it in here for a couple of days, maybe weeks, until I see it behave good enough for my tank. I put it in there. This is a pasta container, which the water goes in, gets filtered by the gravel. From the gravel, it spills out. I could dial the speed of this, whether making it fast or slow, up to my liking, based on what I'm doing for the day. This is somewhat, you could call it overflow. You're supposed to, I could dial this down to become a drip thing, like everybody use them for. I could really like make it drip real slow, to a slow creep. As you see, it could drip. Not much for the drip, so I just let it freely. I like it like that. I like to know things are not. I like to know things are not clogged. It makes me feel better. And that's it so far. I have a lot of redundancy in this tank. I mean, in backup, for backups. If anything should fail, I have a backup for that. I have an extra power head in here. that I have sitting on standby. I'm not using it right now, but if I need to, I can. And moving it right along to the next part. This is my bluefish. I call him Billy Jeans. He's blue. No, he's still alive. He's not dead. You can see him. There's a pump in there for him too. What I'm doing more rather is making a test to see which lives better. This one has a pump in there, and this one here doesn't. It's kind of foggy in there, if you will, but it's right there. I'm thinking about moving it to the quarantine tank on the bottom. Hopefully that works. Right now, there's no fish down there, so it's all a guessing game. So right now, we're moving on to the guppy tank that I just previously obtained a couple months ago. So far, so good. The old ones I had crashed, so we're not gonna talk about that. Basically, I killed them. It's not their fault. I killed them. This is a pothos I have growing out my tank. I just previously took it from my house plant. I know I'm not just telling you this work. I know it work. I've had many great progress with them. So I figure if it work, keep it going. I have a secondary one right there, and no lie, since I've put this plant in the water condition has improved. There's no oil slick on top of the tank. You can see like literally right through it. Everything is fine. Basically, this is the box that feeds from the gravel. The gravel travels through, the water travels through the gravel, and inside the gravel is what I call an overflow. I put a filtration box inside the gravel so that it doesn't suck the fish. More rather, what it sucks is the water to and from the tank. This pipe right here sucks it out the tank, and this pipe right here by the purple plate is what sends the water back. And I have a PVC pipe inside the tank that I laid horizontally, as in across like that, just so that it could, filter it. This is pretty much it. I got some Amazon sword. I don't know what this is, if it's the same or if it's a different one. So far, so good. Nothing has died yet. These are the babies I had over the summer. They're doing all right. I bought this yellow one pregnant. This male I've had here, I'm thinking is probably responsible for the babies there. And there's supposed to be a male here. Anyhow, I'm going to feed them to see where they're at. And that's the tank so far. And going to the bottom, you're going to get a look at the bottom. Put on the light. It's gonna get pretty bright in here, as you can see.